Hi, welcome to the next lecture of ReThynk AI series where we talk about artificial intelligence technology and business. So today's lesson is very special. It's about impact of AI on hiring processes. But if you are new to ReThynk AI, then consider subscribing. Don't forget to press the bell icon. And most importantly, please share these videos with your friends, family members, and colleagues so that they can get the quality artificial intelligence learning. So today's theme is what you need to know to stay ahead in 2025 and beyond in terms of recruitment. Okay, let's say you are looking for a job, you are looking for, or you are struggling even after applying to various job applications, and still you are struggling. Then this is something you should learn. So if you are not adept about artificial intelligence, or want to know more about artificial intelligence, then you can watch this video, how I personally mastered AI without any degree. Yes, I did it, but without any degree. So you can watch this video as well. And let's dive into our HR hiring process aligning with artificial intelligence. AI is reshaping recruitment. Okay, AI is transforming hiring from top to bottom. Earlier, it was like you are just going to apply, or you are going to email your resume, or you are going to apply to their website or through LinkedIn, and chances are you are going to get a call for interview. But now things are totally different. AI is transforming hiring from top to bottom, even for interns as well. So from job listing to final selection, AI tools are everywhere. What does this mean for candidates, companies, and the future of work? So we are going to dive into this topic today. So first, let's see how AI is reshaping the recruitment process. Artificial intelligence is fundamentally changing the way companies hire. From scanning resumes to conducting initial interviews, AI streamlines and accelerates every stage of the recruitment process. Earlier, artificial intelligence was just for, resume scanning, right? But now artificial intelligence conduct everything from initial interviews to AI streamline, accelerate every stage of recruitment process. Tools, there are certain tools powered by AI can filter candidate based on keywords, analyze communication patterns, and even predict a candidate's future job performance. So this is something very critical. It's literally an opportunity as well as a challenge. Literally, it's an opportunity as well as a challenge. I'm going to talk about it in a bit. This shift allows recruiters to focus more on strategy and less on repetitive tasks. Okay, so recruiters are just aligning themselves so that they can focus on other HR related activities while these recruitment process will be almost 100% on automation. However, it also means candidates need to understand how to present themselves to both humans and machines. In short, AI is making hiring faster, smarter, and more data-driven than ever. So if you are applying here with your resume in a very traditional form, it's not going to work for you. Let's see what comes next, where AI is used in hiring. First of all, resume screening and keyword matching. So what happens? This is, let's say, this is the company. Let's divide it into two parts. On job profile, company has given, let's say, 5 keywords that are primary keywords. And then company has given a list of another secondary keywords or relevant keywords. They are not directly related, but they can be part of the hiring process. On the other hand, here are candidates. Candidates have mentioned certain keywords as primary keywords, as secondary keywords in their, resume or in their application. So what AI is going to do, and this is not just one case. there are many candidates. Let's say everywhere, candidates are everywhere. Let's say company has 5 openings, okay, and there are 1,000 applications. So what artificial intelligence is going to do? Artificial intelligence is going to scan the candidate profile on the basis of these keywords, that how many candidates or who have the most relevant keywords like this. And then they are going to scan all the profiles, and then they are going to reject some, they are going to select some. Okay, on the basis of this process, they are going to define who is going to be eligible for the interview. Then they can video interview analysis. Okay, they can ask you to record a video, or they can directly call you for an interview, which is basically going to be with artificial intelligence. Okay, then there are chatbots for candidate communication, and they are definitely going to identify your communication skill, as well as they are going to be part of the recruitment process. Then predictive analytics for candidate success. Here is something different. You have mentioned many things in your resume, like your past experiences, your soft skills, and expectations, and core skills, and your behavior, and academic credentials. On the basis of that, artificial intelligence is going to make a list of the candidates, that who is going to be best suitable, or who is going to be the ideal candidate, right? So even if you are the ideal candidate, even if you have the best talent and you can deliver the result, but you have not aligned yourself with the pace of artificial intelligence, or you are not working according to the artificial intelligence, chances of you getting hired are very limited now. Then it can help in fraud detection in applications. So what is the meaning of it? Let me summarize it in just 2 points. One, artificial intelligence will help companies hire the best out of the best candidate, while the candidate who has used who has aligned himself herself according to artificial intelligence requirement, they have the best chances of getting hired. So if you are a candidate, you can't ignore it. And if you are a hiring company, then these are the new procedures that other companies, your competitor, are using in hiring process. You also can use them. So AI in resume screening. ATS. What is ATS? ATS is applicant tracking system. It basically filters resumes using artificial intelligence. I will show you how it works. Keywords and formatting heavily impact selection. So what type of keywords have you used, and what type of formatting have you used throughout your resume, that typically impact your chances of getting hired or getting rejected. So customize your resume for each job using relevant keywords. So earlier I have seen that candidate use just one resume, and then they send that single resume to all the companies, whether they are applying in ABC company, BCD company, or they are applying in any startup or MNCs, they are going to use the same resume. However, it's not a good practice anymore. So what you should do, you should avoid it. And for every job profile that is essential for you, you should prepare your resume according to their keyword requirement. How AI screens resume using ATS. AI-powered applicant tracking systems are now standard in modern recruitment. That's I have already explained to you. These systems scan resumes for keywords, job titles, skills, and formatting to identify the most relevant candidates. So what is necessary? One, please have the keywords aligned accordingly. Companies should mention all the keywords in the job profile. Then candidates should have maximum numbers of keywords. Then job titles. Candidates should mention the relevant job titles, skills including the soft skills, and make sure your format is good for AI to understand and easily comprehend. Okay, Instead of reading every resume manually, recruiters rely on ATS to shortlist those that match the job description. Okay, so that's how ATS work, and that's why your resume and the keywords or ATS you are using for your resume are the most important thing. AI evaluates content, structure, and even alignment with past successful hires. If your resume doesn't include the right keywords or is poorly formatted, it may never reach human eyes. To get noticed, candidate must tailor their resumes for the job and AI both. So what you should do practically, so how it works. Let's say here you are the candidates. You have applied for job in ABC company, and here are the recruiters. So earlier was this was the process. You are directly going to apply, and recruiters are going to see that. But now there is another layer, which is artificial intelligence. This artificial, like, it receives hundreds and thousands of resumes for every single opening. So what it does, it scans all the applications, and then after scanning all the applications, it sent only couple of resumes to the recruiters. So the first, before, earlier it was like how I'm going to crack the interview. Definitely I'm going to crack the interview, but right now the number one challenge is how to cross this screening line. If you are unable to cross this screening line, I guarantee your resume will not reach to the recruiters. Okay, so make sure when you apply, your resume is applicant tracking system aligned, and then then your resume is going to reach to the recruiters. That's how you should see your hiring process now. How AI is used in interviews? AI assesses your tone, facial expressions, and word choice in recorded interviews. So what do you mean by tone? So sometimes if we become really excited, our pitch become fast, or if we are literally sad or depressed or hopeless, then we are going to use a very shallow language or shallow way of communication. Then facial expression. If your facial expression are you are expressionless, it means somewhere you have lost the track of the interview, or you are not confident about your words. While if you have very expressive way of communication, it communicates that yes, you have confidence and you are communicating everything very smoothly. Then particular word choice. Let's say you are applying for an IT company, and you are using the relevant IT keywords continuously during your interview, then artificial intelligence will see it as a positive sign. However, if you are not using the right keywords, or you are not using the keywords which make suitable for you for that particular job, then artificial intelligence is going to say it's going to treat someone else who is using the right keywords above you as the first preference. Like let's say there is an interview of artificial intelligence, and I use keywords like NLP, ML, GAI, AGI, artificial super intelligence, or I talk about ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or all these relevant these are the big things from the field of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, which is taking my interview, is going to see these keywords as a positive sign of my knowledge, as a positive sign to show my interest in the hiring process. It scores candidate based on predefined success traits. So basically, what company is going to do? Company is going to create some form of parameters. It can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 1 or 2, whatever there may be. It's up to them how they are going to define that. Okay, and on the basis of that, artificial intelligence is going to give a rating, or percentage to every particular candidate. So as a candidate, you don't know about these rules, regulations, or parameters. So what you can do is present yourself in the best form that's possible. Okay, so this is the job of artificial intelligence. Next, so why companies do this particular thing? Companies do this particular thing so that they can get they can screen out the candidates. Next, risk of lack of transparency in how decisions are made. The only challenge here is we don't know how companies are making or how these artificial intelligence are making the hiring decisions. So from that perspective, that's a critical challenge. So until definitely they are not going to tell you how they are going to decide these success traits or parameters or characteristics. So your job is to present yourself in the best possible manner. Like whenever I come for recording these lectures, I come in a very professional environment. I present myself in the similar way, in a very professional way. So you should keep the same standard throughout your interview journey. Predictive hiring analytics. AI predicts candidate performance based on past data. Yes, then help reduce bias and improve retention. So it basically look from this perspective that who is the best candidate, first thing. Second, who has the highest chances of performing in this particular post. Third thing, can we have this candidate for the long term, or is this candidate going to work for us for the long term? Like someone has a record of changing the job in every 6 months. That's not a good sign. However, you can have your personal opinion about it, but when a company goes for hiring, they look for candidate who is going to be a long-term asset for the company. You can have your different opinions, but board members, companies have their own different opinions. So on the basis of these small clues, companies are going to make the decision. Next, they can use for AI can be used for identifying leadership potential and culture fit. Culture fit is really necessary. Why culture fit is really necessary? Maybe you have faced this thing or you have seen this thing that sometime we meet someone totally outstanding person. Okay, this person is totally outstanding in this company, let's say this A company, and suddenly he make a switch to the B company and he is underperformer continuously. Why there is a candidate in C company is literally underperformer, but he jumped into B company and he start performing in an outstanding manner. So what it reflects? It reflects nothing about company B, but it's reflect about the candidate A and candidate that came from A and candidate that came from C. So what happens? The candidate who was working here and literally outstanding candidate, the moment he has switched to B, he is unable to align himself with the company culture. While the candidate which has switched from C is performing well, it means the new environment, the new culture is really good for him. So culture suitability is really necessary. I highly recommend, please make it necessary whenever you apply for a for an interview in a new company. Please look for their cultural alignment, you can say, or their cultural parameters. It's not about just getting a job, it's about getting a job where you can live, where you can be very happy. I know many of my many of candidates, not candidates, but batchmates since college days or even earlier, they are working in different companies, and most of them are not happy now. Why? Either they are struggling with the the growth, or they have limited chances of learning, or most importantly, they are struggling with the cultural fit. Why I am really very happy. Okay, so please pay attention to these views. So what are the benefits of AI in hiring for companies? First, faster screening and decision making. So it saves lots of time for the recruiters and the company. Next, It's very cost-effective recruitment. Remember, if you have human beings sitting there and they are screening every particular resume. It's a very time-consuming task. Okay, then you have to take the interviews of hundreds of candidates to select just one candidate. Artificial intelligence make it really fast. Data-driven hiring strategies. So here, what they can do, they can use the data from the candidate resume to come up with a particular strategy, whether this candidate is suitable or not. Next, it improves candidate experiences via chatbot. It also gives them the chances of seeing the candidate communication as well via the chatbot. On the other hand, the chatbot is working with a very limited investment from the company perspective, but it's able to judge the candidate communication. This is whether you believe or not, but these are the new hiring parameters around the globe, and companies are following it. So all I can suggest is please follow these parameters as well. What are the risks and concerns of AI in hiring? First, biased training data, biased hiring decision. So let's say if company is using a particular AI tool, which has some bias in training data. What is artificial intelligence basically? It's data plus algo, nothing else. Okay, so I have just simplified it, but it's more than that. Okay, so what if the company has biased data? So the hiring process will be completely biased as well. Then there will be no responsibility, no transparency, lack of explainability in AI decisions. AI has taken a decision, AI has taken a decision. You can't challenge it. Then over-reliance on automation is equal to missing great talents. There can be candidates who are literally great for the company. They are the best fit for the company, but they have missed certain keywords or they have missed certain, pointers, and they are out of the recruitment process. That's a huge loss for the company. So human oversight is really critical. Companies shouldn't rely on AI completely. They should have a combination of both AI and human. Let me tell you something about my life. If I go for a hiring process and I follow all these parameters, chances are I will not get even a single interview call from anywhere, because I have one of the most destructive form of resume. Most of my skills are self-taught. So how are you going to put self-taught skills in the resume without any certification? Then I lost my health multiple times. And so if I'm going to make my resume, you will see continuous gap in my resume. So AI is going to reject me. Okay, so maybe I am the best fit for this company, but AI is not going to give me the priority. However, if I'm sitting across your directors or board members or CEOs or whatever, I can literally explain my knowledge in a way that can make the difference for the company. Whether I am an AI advisor or I am the tech expert, or they are hiring me as CTO, whatever their concerns are. I have great communication, I have great soft skills, I'm a team members, I can lead the team. I'm a good reader. I have read more than 1,000 books. Okay, I have written multiple books. I have expertise. I have subject matter expertise. But still, if I follow that parameter of hiring via AI, that's literally a challenge. I'm an asset to a company, but it's really hard for me to navigate the AI barrier. So how it affects job seekers? Your resumes must be AI optimized. Don't neglect these points. Next, practice with AI-based interview preparations tools. You can have a couple of tools, not much, but one or two tools, and then you can regularly practice yourself with those AI tools. Next, Definitely build an online presence like LinkedIn, or builds your portfolio somewhere that AI system can recognize it easily. Okay, these are a really must point. I highly recommend, please stop this or pause this video and note down these points. Make sure your resume must be AI optimized. If you need to hire someone, then hire someone. Okay, or you can use ChatGPT as well. Then practice with AI-based interview preparation tool and make sure you have good LinkedIn presence. In fact, try to build your personal brand. When I was out of the market in 2019, I resigned from a well-secured government job. The first thing I focused on building my personal brand. Okay, so let me tell you something. My batchmates started their career in 2012 to 14 almost. Why? I kept following my heart. That's it. This is who I am. Okay. So now in 2019, I followed, I learned a lot, but I followed my heart continuously. Okay. Then in 2019, I started building my personal brand. Now, fast forward 2025. I have a stronger personal brand. I have passive incomes. I am building these companies and they are struggling everywhere. Please don't neglect your personal brand. When it comes to experience, maybe I have moved. Okay. And they have been stuck in just one profile. Throughout this period, I have been working on different ideas, different tools. Okay. And throughout this process, I have literally multiplied my knowledge, my exposure towards different profiles, experiences, right? And now, fast forward 2025, I have both a personal brand, I have subject matter expertise, and everything. So please start building your personal brand. Next, best practice for employers using AI: combine AI with human intuition, please. And this is a personal request to their companies. Don't rely on artificial intelligence only. There are many intelligent candidates. They have been life is hard. Life happens to all of us sometime. Okay, maybe they were out of job, they were fired without any reason. There was downsizing, or company was reducing the cost and they have been asked to leave and they were unemployed for 6 months. If I have gap in my resume, it doesn't mean that I'm a bad candidate. Life happens to all of us. Okay, so please connect AI with human. Next, regularly audit your AI systems for bias. What you can do regularly, you have your AI tools send different resumes as demo resumes or pseudo resumes to check the suitability of your AI algorithm. Next, use diverse data set for training. Okay, don't just create an ideal profile or 100% perfect profile. Next, be transparent with candidates about AI use. You are looking for the right candidates, and by following this step, you can give the opportunity to the right candidate to reach to you. What governments and regulators are doing particularly? EU Act mandate transparency in AI hiring tools. That's a great step. USA and India exploring AI ethics framework. They are following this framework for, you know, uh, throughout from top to bottom hiring processes. And from USA and India in coming years, you will see more and more framework regarding AI, its ethical working process. Next, regulation may require companies to disclose when AI is involved. It's as of now, it's not compulsory in certain companies, in certain geographical region, but yes, it can be. And definitely, I wish to see it. So, future of AI in hiring, what next? AI will offer real-time skill assessments. Okay, more use of AI avatars for simulation and onboarding. Maybe chances are in couple of years you will see candidates have been given training with the help of AI avatars, and that's a highly likely possibility. Next, hyper-personalized job matching algorithm. Human AI collaboration will define the next phase of recruitment. If you are not following it, please follow it as a company and as candidate. And what are the do's and don'ts for candidates? Do tailor your applications. Do use online tools to check your resume's ATS compatibility. Don't submit generic resume. Please, there are candidates who make one resume for all type of job profile. Don't make that mistake. Don't assume your soft skills are invisible. AI looks for them too. What is my final thought? AI is revolutionizing hiring, making it smarter, faster, but also more complex. So understand how these tools work to improve your chances. Companies must balance efficiency and ethics. So are you ready for the AI hiring era? Let us know in the comment section. And with this, these are just taking a minute of your life. These are the tools which are available right now for all of the ReThynk AI followers. If you are on Quora, I regularly answer all your questions via Quora. You can check that as well. If you have any question, you can add that question as well. And this is ReThynk AI magazine to keep you updated and keep you going with time instead of falling behind. ReThynk AI provide you the ReThynk AI magazine. And you can, if you want in-depth knowledge, you can check some of my discussion papers. And most importantly, you can check our most important AI tool that is like an a shield against the unemployment. Okay, or that's maybe your power move. Okay, against all type of odds for your career. So check that. I have provided the link of all in the description section. So with this, another lecture comes to an end. This lecture has been researched and prepared by ReThynk AI. Slides. This presentation has been prepared by Vista Libreta. They are our permanent marketing partner. And this lecture has been presented by me. I am Jaideep Parashar, founder director ReThynk AI, researcher, keynote speaker, and author. With this lecture also comes to an end. If you have any question, you can share with me in the comment section. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a great day and see you very soon.